All right, everybody, we are jumping in right now. This is the first Nightmare Dungeon since the patch, the huge experience patch. I ran a Nightmare Dungeon, the exact same tier, right before the patch came out. I just happened to run one, and I got about, it was probably a quarter of the way to one Paragon point. So what is that, 16th of the actual bar. So right now we're at about the halfway point, 5.6 million experience, and we're gonna see where we end up. Okay, so starting off, let's just hit this right here. This should teleport us directly to it. There you go. Left click, you go right to it. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. Okay, I'm gonna have some gameplay going. It's gonna be cutting in and out. I'm just gonna show off what's going on, and we'll talk about it all after. All right, just stepped inside. We are going to see what our experience is as soon as we get out of here. I already took it before we jumped in. It's on the screen right now. We will see where we end up. Just finished up the first objective. As you guys can see, I'm already past the Paragon point that I was close to getting before. Gotten over 400,000 experience so far. And that was just the first objective. All right, just wrapped up the second objective. We are putting the Animus into the urn right now. We've gotten about 1 million experience. I just want to make sure we know exactly where we're at right now before I beat this, because I want to see what the, I want to make sure I know what the reward is for actually completing the Nightmare Dungeon, because that is supposed to be increased as well. So in case it doesn't pop up on the screen, we know that we are at 6.585 right now. $6.758. So what is that? 1.1 million experience, and that took me, I don't know, I don't even know if that was 10 minutes. This was a longer dungeon, to be fair too, but that's a significant amount of experience. Before I was getting a quarter, that's probably, I mean, with how close I was to that Paragon point, this is probably closer to half. So it's not bad. It's pretty decent. It is pretty decent. And again, I'm a necromancer running around. I'm pretty slow. So that is good experience for me. Before I was averaging, it was probably a level every 2 hours, just running the same dungeon over and over again. So I'm going to see what this ends up coming out to. But so far, this is really good XP. This wasn't a great dungeon either. There wasn't a ton of elites. It really wasn't a good one. Some nightmares are going to be better than others. So we're going to just keep testing it. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to be putting out a more in-depth video where I actually run through like 5 to 10 nightmare dungeons in a row, and I see what my experience is across all of those, kind of like my Older's Cave video, which I did earlier for solo dungeoning. But I'll have something come out on that probably tomorrow, where I just run through and I calculate exactly how much experience I'm getting for every single nightmare dungeon, and I'll have that posted up tomorrow afternoon so everyone can take a look and kind of see how the experience has been adjusted for these nightmare dungeons over a longer period of time, rather than just doing one and seeing what we got. So that'll be out tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great one. See you out there.